So over the weekend, we had some butterflies who emerged from their chrysalids. And so I have one last butterfly story that I'm going to read to you today called Butterflies. It says, discover the ever-changing world of these colorful insects. And this story is by David Bjerklie. Flying flowers. Something colorful glistens in the meadow. Is it a flower? No, it's a butterfly. Its beautiful wings flutter in the air. This creature is one of the insect's world's biggest show-offs. So it is absolutely beautiful and very unique from a lot of other insects, and it shows off its beautiful wings. So it says, swallowtail butterflies soar over a field of flowers. Butterflies and moths belong to the same group of insects. Short hairs called scales cover their wings like powder. Some scales can even make the wings appear to shimmer. Butterflies are usually more brightly colored than moths. So here is a close-up of what their scales look like. And it says the wings of the blue morpho butterfly are not really blue, but when tiny ridges on the scales reflect light, the wings appear to be blue. So that's how this beautiful butterfly ends up looking, the color that it is. And it's called a blue morpho, and it lives in the rainforests of Central and South America. So not where we live, but it's still a beautiful butterfly. Take a close look at a butterfly. Butterflies are active during the day. They hold their wings straight up while resting. There are nearly 20,000 different types of butterflies. And these are the parts of the butterfly like we talked about the other day. We said an insect has 3 body parts. So it has an abdomen, a thorax, and a head. So that's its 3 body parts. And the butterfly has 4 wings, and it has 2 of them, and it has hind wings in the back, and it has 2 of those. And it says that it has antenna, and it says the antennas are thread-like sense organs, and they have knobs at the end, and antennas are used for both touch and smell. And it has 2 eyes that butterflies use to see in almost every direction. And this cool straw-like tongue is called its proboscis. Butterflies use their long coiled tongues to sip water or nectar from flowers. And its feet, special organs on the butterfly, the feet help the insect to taste what they land on. So pretty cool parts of the butterfly. And over here it says that moths are active at night. So butterflies are active during the day, and moths are active at night, and they rest with their wings open, and butterflies rest with their wings closed. So that's one way you can tell the difference, too. Amazing changes. It says the butterfly life begins in an egg. Butterflies lay eggs one at a time or in clusters. They lay their eggs only on plants that caterpillars like to eat. That's because when an egg hatches, a caterpillar comes out. So these are all the eggs that this butterfly just laid. Watch out! Oh no, that bird has caught a caterpillar. It says a caterpillar is very tiny when it hatches. Then it begins to eat and eat. It can eat many times its own body weight every day. Caterpillars shed their skin several times. This is called molting. But caterpillars must be careful. It is a dangerous world for them. Most end up as a meal for birds, frogs, or other insects. And it says up here that this is an eastern black swallowtail caterpillar. But it's pretty cool because that design on its body actually looks like an eye, but it isn't. But it helps to scare away predators. A monarch caterpillar attaches itself to a leaf. And it says hanging out. The chrysalis may hang on a twig for weeks, or not our caterpillars, but some caterpillars, it can even be months that it hangs like that. One day the caterpillar looks for a safe spot to make a home. Then it sheds its skin one last time, and with the help of special mouth parts called spinnerets, it attaches itself to a plant, twig, or leaf, and the caterpillar makes a case called a chrysalis. We know all about that chrysalis. And it says, inside the chrysalis, an amazing change takes place. It is called a metamorphosis. It's a big word for change. First, the chrysalis turns almost clear, then it splits open and the butterfly struggles to get out, but soon it will be able to fly. And that is what has happened to our painted lady butterflies. They have emerged out of their chrysalis. And it says how big. So there are butterflies that can be all different sizes. So some can be really big, up to 12 inches, and that's called the Queen Alexandra. But they're only found in New Guinea, so not by us at all. And then it says the pygmy blue, which lives in the U.S., is the smallest butterfly, and it's only about ½ an inch, which is pretty teeny. Migrating monarchs. These are just some cool facts about lots of different types of butterflies, but the monarch we've learned about, and it says every year as many as 500,000 monarchs make a long, dangerous journey south. Their migration begins at the end of the summer, and they need to find a new home for the winter. So these monarchs are in California, it says, and they're going to head south to Mexico. But you might even see this summer some monarchs near our house or even down towards the Jersey Shore. It says many monarchs head to a mountain hideaway in Mexico, and they will spend the winter in a forest there in its trees. It is a perfect place to rest because the air is cool and moist, and for more than 4 months, hundreds and millions of monarchs flock to these trees, and the monarchs rest and wait for the winter to end. And it says monarchs are long-distance travelers. It can take one monarch up to 6 days, 60 days to reach its winter home. Some travel as far as 3,000 miles. So they travel from Canada, the United States, and they go all the way to Mexico. Pretty cool what these butterflies can do. It says butterflies don't bite or growl. So how do they stay safe? Some butterflies are poisonous. Others use camouflage to blend into their background. Butterflies with big eye spots on their wings can scare enemies away. So to other enemies, they look really frightening with these eye spots on their wings. And this is called an owl butterfly. And it says, plant a butterfly garden. So there are certain kinds of flowers like marigolds, coneflowers, lilacs, and peonies that butterflies really like. And it says that you can also attract them to bright colors like purple, yellow, white, blue, and red are their favorites. And butterflies also enjoy sipping fruit juice like watermelon, mashed ripe bananas, strawberries can make good snacks. It says 100 years ago there were more butterflies than today. Many species of butterflies now are endangered or extinct. So that means that if they're endangered, that means that there's not a lot of them left. And if they're extinct, that means there aren't any. And we need to work to keep butterflies in our world. So there's a lot of people who help raise butterflies, kind of like we did, so that there's more of them in our world. And it says, did you know? Butterflies live everywhere except Antarctica, because it's too, in Antarctica? Cold, right? Butterflies cannot fly unless the temperature is above 60 degrees. Most butterflies fly at a speed of about 5 miles per hour, but some can fly as fast as 30 miles per hour. That's really fast. And it says many adult butterflies sip nectar from flowers. They help spread pollen from flower to flower, and this helps flowers to make seeds. So they're really helpful. Okay, this page is great because it goes over some words that we should know about butterflies. So here we have a chrysalis, And endangered says animals or plants in danger of dying out or becoming extinct. So that's a good word to know. Metamorphosis is the word for change. Migration is a seasonal journey that the butterflies go on. Scales are the tiny hairs that cover a butterfly's wings. And spinnerets are the special mouthpiece that help caterpillars make a chrysalis.